Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris. Baker Mayfield is not the answer. I know Baker Mayfield may have you guys fooled. He did have a comeback win against the Raiders, but come on, guys. It's the Raiders. This guy got caught by the Panthers. We're going to talk about Baker Mayfield and why he is not the answer, and you guys should not believe the hype. We're going to talk about all that stuff right now. So Baker Mayfield, he got released by the Panthers, and honestly, guys, this year with the Panthers, his little stint, it wasn't too impressive at all. Okay, he got cut. He was 3-8 as a starter for the Panthers. He got replaced. Come on, man. Like, his season was not impressive at all. And honestly, guys, I do believe we all could agree. Everybody believed this year and this guy was a bust, and this draft class was basically going to lose his career. This is last season in the NFL, or maybe he was going to be a backup somewhere else, but outside of Carolina or any outside of any good teams. I'm talking about the top 5 teams in the NFL. He was not going to be a starting quarterback or even a backup to none of those 5 starting teams. So you could probably look in the backup jobs for maybe, the Jacksonville Jaguars, something like that, something in the lower ends, or maybe even the Las Vegas Raiders. Ironically enough, he did get cut and he got picked up for waivers for the Los Angeles Rams. Matthew Stafford has been battling injuries, I believe, right now with his back. And right now, the replacement for Matthew Stafford has not been impressive. So the Rams picked him up, and basically with 2 or 3 days notice, he was trying to learn the playbook and get ready for the game Thursday Night Football versus the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is the final score of that game, 16-17. The Rams actually won. Baker Mayfield actually did 2 impressive drives in the fourth quarter, giving them the edge and winning the game. The most impressive drive was his last drive, 98 yards from his own end zone, scoring a final touchdown with 9 seconds left, basically putting this game away, okay? Now, if you do want to compare apples to apples, Derek Carr, he passed 11 for 20, 137 yards, and 2 interceptions, okay? So Derek Carr didn't have a fantastic day. Josh Jacobs, 27 carries, 99 yards, 3.7 averaging, and 1 touchdown. And Devontae Adams, 3 receptions, 71 yards. His most impressive catch was on Jalen Ramsey in the first drive of the game. So the passing game, honestly, guys, was not too impressive for the Raiders. And that's been a theme for the Raiders. It's been very, very up and down and very sporadic, if you want to call it that, right? Baker Mayfield passed 35 times for 22 completions, 230 yards, and a touchdown. And actually, guys, he was passing to receivers that he probably met the day before or the same day of the game. Cam Akers, 12 carries, 42 yards, led the way, but the one big player that was basically Baker Mayfield's receiving blanket or safety blanket was Ben Skowronek, 7 receptions, 89 yards, but the final touchdown was for Van Jefferson with that huge catch at the very end. Now, honestly, guys, this may be impressive, and it did impress a lot of different people. And one of the people he did impress was his former teammate, Myles Garrett. He admitted on public news media, whatever you want to call it, that he barely watched half of the game. When it was the third quarter, when it was 16-3, he was thinking, oh, maybe Baker Mayfield could get him next time. He fell asleep, woke up, and everybody's like, oh, did you see what Mayfield did? He actually saw this, and guys, he was pretty darn impressed about it. He was shocked about it, but not surprised. He even said he wishes the best for Baker Mayfield. As we know, back in Cleveland, they did have some rough patches, but that's all said and done. Everybody's wishing the best for Baker Mayfield. Now, here's where the hype continues, right? Yes, Baker Mayfield did do a lot of great things. Baker Mayfield has been electric for the Rams right now. And honestly, guys, is that going to continue? Depending on how the schedule is and depending how the playoff contentions are for the Rams, can he continue to give them the spark they need? Honestly, guys, even though this comeback was unbelievable, we have to take a quick look at their schedule. Next week, they play the Packers Monday Night Football. Then after that, the Broncos, then the Chargers, and then the Seahawks. That is somewhat of a tough road last 4 games, if you want to call it that. I'm pretty confident they could beat the Broncos. I have no idea about the Packers, no idea for the Chargers, and I don't think they'll beat the Seahawks. So even though people are hyping up Baker Mayfield right now, all right, people are hyping him up tremendously. I don't think he is the spark. I don't think the Rams will keep him after this year. And if they do keep him, he's going to be the backup of whoever they draft or whoever they pick up next, or if Stafford stays. It all really depends. Let me know what you guys think about Baker Mayfield. I am not a believer in the Baker Mayfield train, whatever you're going to want to call it. But let me know what you guys think. Please remember to hit the like button, subscribe down to the channel. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.